Students, please be seated. Good morning. I'm Mallory Applebaum, the proud assistant principal of Hehnly School and your MC for today's program. Mrs. Bergen so wishes she could be here with you today. I'm sure she's live streaming with us at the moment. I know I have big shoes to fill, but I'll certainly do my best. I'd like to begin by welcoming our special guests, Mr. Grande, our superintendent, Mrs. Christine Broski, our district supervisor of educational initiatives, Mrs. Tara Oliveira, ALJ principal, board member Mrs. Kristen Hickman, and of course, all of the parents and guests of the Frank K. Hehnly School's 2024 fifth grade promotion and award ceremony. Round of applause for all of our guests. Before we begin our program, I'd like to invite up Mr. Grande to share a few words.
Good morning, Hehnly School fifth graders, soon to be Carl H. Kumpf Middle School sixth graders. We are so very, very proud of all the things you have accomplished during your time here at the Hehnly School. Middle school is sure to bring additional freedom, but with that freedom, as you will find throughout your lives, comes additional responsibility. And we have every confidence that you'll be leaving Hehnly School this week with the skill set needed to meet those new demands of life. Parents and family members, thank you for your strong support of our school. Our relationship with you is a key factor behind the good things that we strive to do here at the Hehnly School. And teachers and staff members, your strong commitment to our students goes without saying. Please know our immense gratitude to you. And Mrs. Sharona, best wishes on your next life adventures, and your many years of good service have not gone unnoticed. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the morning. Thank you for letting me share it with you. Have a great summer. Rest up and have fun, and we'll see you at Kumpf in September.
Thank you for your well wishes, Mr. Grande. We will now present the colors to begin our program.
Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We invite the select choir to come forward.
Please listen to the select choir as they sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Select Choir. You may return to your seats.
Toast the colors. Ceremony may be seated.
Thank you, Student Council. We will now hear from our Student Council President, Gianni Gallo, with some opening remarks.
Good morning, Mr. Grande, Superintendent of Schools, Board of Education members, Mrs. Broski, Mrs. Applebaum, teachers, staff, and 5th grade family members. My name is Gianni Gallo, Hehnly Student Council President. On behalf of the 5th grade students, I welcome you to the 5th grade promotion ceremony. We are here today to celebrate our accomplishments that we have learned over the past 6 years. To our parents, teachers, for all your support and guidance through these growing years, we say thank you.
Thank you, Gianni. As part of our program today, groups and individuals will be acknowledged for their efforts and accomplishments. Certificates were distributed to many of the students during the school awards assembly yesterday, while others, such as those receiving the Presidential Education Awards and Citizenship Award, will be presented this morning. I now invite the Student Council Advisors, Mrs. Cepeda and Mrs. Berto, to come forward to acknowledge the fine work of the 2023-24 Student Council officers and ask the reps to stand to be acknowledged. Acknowledge the fine work.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Berto, and alongside me is Ms. Cepeda. We are the advisors for the Student Council here at Hehnly Elementary School. Our 5th grade representatives and executive board have dedicated themselves to fundraising and generating fresh ideas aimed at enhancing our school community.
This year, the Student Council members successfully raised $500 for an ALJ senior scholarship. Additionally, the Student Council Executive Board uplifted our mornings with daily announcements. If you're part of the Student Council this year, please stand, officers and reps. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause. Congratulations, thank you, and best wishes as you move on to Kumpf.
Thank you, Mrs. Cepeda and Mrs. Berto. Now, Mr. DeFabio will acknowledge the 5th grade band members and select choir.
Next, we have a very special group of individuals who I would like to recognize. These students go above and beyond by attending before-school rehearsals, giving up their recess, and striving to be the best musicians they can be. I can't thank you enough for your wonderful performances this year, and I wish you all the best of luck as you move up a grade level. First, can the 5th grade band members please stand? Go ahead and be seated. Next, can we have the 5th grade select choir members please stand? Thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you. Go ahead and be seated.
Thank you, Mr. DeFabio. Each year, as part of our promotion ceremony, we acknowledge students for their academic achievements. There are 2 types of presidential education awards, one for academic excellence and one for academic improvement. American schools continue to set high standards for their students. Principals and teachers have found that students do their best when they expect the best from them. Specific high goals and high aspirations encourage our young people to learn more and at much higher levels. Since 1983, these awards have been provided recognition from the President and the U.S. Secretary of Education to those students whose outstanding efforts have enabled them to meet challenging standards set forth. The Excellence Awards are given to the top 5 academic achievers from each class. The Awards of Improvement are given to the one student from each class that has demonstrated tremendous growth and development this school year. To assist me in congratulating their students, each of the 5th grade teachers will come forward. Ms. Casimiro, Ms. Cosentino, Mrs. Chirona, Ms. Crick, and Mrs. Martinez, please join me in recognizing our top academic achievers.
All right, so first in my class for President's Education Awards of Excellent, or Outstanding Academic Excellence, Alyssa DeMarco. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Gianni Gallo. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Gianni Jacobs. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Brett Kavrick. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Emily Paco. And the award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Peyton Rapparelli. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Rosanna Catrona. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Christopher David. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Valentina DeMaio. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Sylvia Hidalgo.
Congratulations.
Outstanding Academic Excellence, Preston Webb. And our award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Christian Lugo.
All right, Outstanding Academic Excellence, Avery Albarella. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Kashlyn Kavrick. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Colin Martucci. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Anthony Matze. Outstanding Academic Excellence, Ashley Scaduto. And our Outstanding Academic Achievement, Elisa Chiomino.
Good morning. I'm pleased to announce the President's Educational Awards Program for Outstanding Academic Excellence goes to Aria Papadise. The next Outstanding Academic Excellence Award goes to Ava DeKanha. The next award goes to Mason Holness. The next award goes to Lily Kosminski. And the next award is for Abigail Lacey. And last but not least, the next award for Outstanding Academic Achievement goes to Giovanni Tornabin.
How about a round of applause for all of our recipients? Thank you, teachers, and congratulations to those students. Just one note about the certificates. We ask that any student that receives a certificate today, when we get to the reception after, please give it back to your teacher. Mrs. Bergen was unable to sign them and wishes to do so. So if we give them back to the teachers, we'll collect them, get them signed, and get them back to the students, okay? To acknowledge the 2023-24 Safety Patrol, I ask Mrs. Gotti and Mrs. Torello to come forward.
Thank you. At this time, Mrs. Gotti and I would like to acknowledge the outstanding efforts of our Safety Patrol members for the 23-24 school year. These dedicated students arrived early or stayed late every day to ensure the safety of our Hehnly students. They consistently exhibited leadership, respect, and responsibility qualities that will serve them well as they move forward to middle school. Please join us in giving a round of applause for our stellar Safety Patrol members. If you could please stand.
Thank you, Mrs. Gotti and Mrs. Torello. The next and final award is the Citizenship Award. This award is for a student who consistently exhibits the kinds of behaviors we want to see displayed in our schools and our community. This student was elected unanimously by the Hehnly Special Area Teachers. It is a well-deserving honor. This individual always has a positive attitude and smile that brings out the best in others in an unassuming way. Students have been influenced by the kindness and support of this individual, which has enabled them to be comfortable in themselves for who they are. This student surrounds themselves with people who matter to them most. This student is a positive role model for their classmates. They are prepared daily with homework turned in on time, always on task, and always eager to learn. This person reminds others to stay on task as well. When they notice a friend in need of help with challenging assignments, they spring into action without being asked by a teacher. In the school community, this student is a safety patrol and a mentor link, making influential connections with not only K through 5 students, but with our special needs preschoolers as well. Students of all grades experience not only academic challenges, but also social challenges. In 5th grade, there is a heightened awareness of what is socially accepted, and students want to fit in. Students often make decisions based on being accepted rather than acting on what is the right thing to do. It takes tremendous courage, confidence, and a strong moral fiber to be an upstander rather than a bystander. A quote from author Maya Angelou: "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This summarizes how she will leave her mark on the students of Hehnly School. This person is a great friend who always includes others and plays fairly, even when it doesn't benefit herself. She embodies what it means to be a wonderful student, friend, and citizen. We are proud to award the 2024 Citizenship Award to a real Hehnly hero for her natural superpower to accept and value others. Congratulations, Sylvia Lombardi. Please come forward to accept your award. Over the course of these last few days, the students have and will receive a few gifts to celebrate their accomplishments. They received their memory books last week, and today they will leave with a Kumpf bag and sweatshirt. I now invite the 5th grade teachers to come forward again to congratulate the students as they receive their gifts. We will begin with Ms. Cricks and Martinez's class, followed by Ms. Cosentino's class, then Ms. Casimiro, followed by Mrs. Chirona's class. We ask that you hold your applause until after the students in each class are named, and I'll cue you. Students are asked to hand their items to one of their guests for the remainder of their program when you get back to your seats. Ms. Crick and Mrs. Martinez's class. Avery Albarella. Zoe Berry. Noah Campbell. Elisa Chiamino. Shannon Clancy. Brooklyn Conoscenti, Elena Cotto, John Cruz, Nathan Delacano, Dylan Josarin. Lexi Flores, Shanuta Gergis, Logan Hickman, Alex Kalinin, Cashlyn Cabrick, Colin Martucci, James McCabe, Ivan Migueles, Anthony Matze, Alyssa Perdiz. Ashley Scaduto, Luke Spagnolo, Aniston Triola, Dominic Zapatoka, Congratulations, Ms. Cricks and Mrs. Martinez's class. You may be seated. Next up, Ms. Cosentino's class. Again, please remember to hold the applause till the end. Willie Amaya Bonifacio. Daniello Cheze, Rosanna Catrona, Christopher David, Valentina DeMeo, Nicholas Drevis, Sylvia Hidalgo, Julia Kazmarek, Sylvia Lombardi, Mark Lufala, Christian Lugo, Christian Martinez, Sophia Martinez, Marco Melchiona, Massimo Parenton, Zachary Peters, Isabella Samsel, Luke Shaw, Chelsea Tenesaka, Sophia Velez, Preston Webb, Ramona Richard, Congratulations, Ms. Cosentino's class. Now, Ms. Casimiro's class. Mohamed Zio Abadu Nataro. Sophia Aguiar Blanco. Ziane Bosico. Kenneth Benedetto. Nicholas Carbonara. Sophia Carbonara. Alyssa DeMarco. Gianni Gallo. Troy Healy. Victoria Iamarini. Roman Ivanov. Jada Jacobs. Gianni Jacobs. Brett Kavrick. Kylie Kropp. Andrew Marzella. Marcello Moraldo. Emily Paco. Peyton Rapparelli. Amelia Riley. Michael Riley. Amora Santos. Nino Vera. Timothy Wadid. Jacob Yu. Congratulations, Mrs. Casimiro's class. Finally, Mrs. Chirona's class. Aria Capadis. Joseph Kerminsky. Victor Conti. Ava DeCunha. Ryder Ebby. Gabriel Fabros. Leonardo Falcon. Juliana Henriques. Mason Holness. Brandon Iosu. Brianna Jameer. Lily Kuzmicki. Abigail Lacey. V. Martinez, Autumn McHugh, Liam Nunez, Malena Soleil, Frank Soluccio, Tino Serrano, Eric Zaro, Elias Toluiak, Giovanni Tornabene. Congratulations, Mrs. Chirona's class. May we please have one more round of applause for all of our 5th grade students. Congratulations to all. In celebration of this memorable occasion, the 5th graders will now come forward to honor their parents with a rendition of 4 years. It's the students' show of appreciation and gratitude for their parents for always being there for them as they travel together through grade school. May we first have Miss Casimiro's class. Find your spot as if it was the risers. Ms. Crick and Mrs. Martinez's class, find your spot, pretend it's the risers. Mrs. Chirona's class, come forward. And Mrs. Cosentino's class, please come forward.
don't you worry, that's where you make your memories. Once I was 4 years old.
That was beautiful. Thank you, 5th grade. We will call back to our seats. First, Ms. Casimiro's class. Ms. Crick and Mrs. Martinez's class. Mrs. Chirona's class. And Mrs. Cosentino's class. On behalf of Mrs. Bergen and myself, to our parents, it has been our pleasure to have your children for the past, most of them, 6 years. As class leaders, safety patrols, Hehnly heroes, K-Kids, and simply as learners. We have seen them grow and mature into responsible and respectful individuals. They're ready to take the next step from grade school into middle school. Thank you for supporting us in our efforts to prepare them for what lies ahead. We could not have accomplished what we did without your support. To the students, we commend you on a job well done. Each of you will always have a special place in our hearts. Thank you for bringing joy into our lives. Good luck in middle school. You will be missed. To the PTA, thank you for the time and effort you gave to make this day and the 5th grade events special for the students, especially Mrs. Kropp for designing the promotion programs, Mrs. Catrona for the memory book and class video with the support of Mrs. Cabrick, for the ice cream social, Mrs. Carbonara, Mrs. Shaw, Mrs. McCabe, and Mrs. Hidalgo, and also Mrs. Gallo and Mrs. Albarella for planning the pool party for this afternoon. Of course, we can't thank Mrs. Rawls, PTA president, and the PTA officers enough for their behind-the-scenes support. To the teachers and staff, to our security officers, to our juvenile officers, you have all had a tremendous impact on these students. For your continued dedication and support, we thank you. Students will process to the gym for refreshments and the class video. Parents will join them once all students have moved from the blacktop. Before we close, the students will sing the Hehnly song. We invite any past Hehnlyans, Hehnly graduates, to join us as we sing. If you completed the permission slip to release your child from the promotion and reception, students, just be sure to let your teacher know or myself that you are leaving when the time comes. If you plan and you've arranged to take a younger sibling, we ask that you please do so by walking around the building and buzzing the main office. Any 5th graders remaining until 12:40 dismissal should come find myself or their teacher when their parents or guests leave. Now for the singing of the Hehnly song. Students, please stand.
Working side
to remain seated as the students exit, and then please join us in the gym. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day. One more round of applause for these amazing fifth grade students.